Picture this: Grant Cardone, months into a struggling sales career, drenched in doubt and confusion, staring at yet another missed quota. Everyone around him seems to play by a standard rulebook: plan small, act normal, hope for the best. But Grant's gut twists. He knows that if he keeps doing what everyone else does, he'll get exactly average results, maybe worse. So he starts asking, what if I multiply my effort by 10? What if normal just isn't enough? That's the problem the 10x rule promises to solve. But what does it really take to live it? Hold that thought. Most folks get stuck on 3 levels of action, and it's killing their dreams. But there's a 4th level, a secret sauce that separates the winners. Let's uncover why average actions chain you down, and how to break free with 10x thinking. Back in Miami, Grant Cardone was busting his tail selling alarm systems. But month after month, he barely hit quota. One day, after hearing a client say, "We don't want to pay for more than we need," he realized he was playing small, answering with just enough. That moment stung. It hit him. If he kept acting normal in a world of sharks, he was doomed to mediocrity. What's the way out? Cardone lays out the 3 degrees of action: no action, retreat, or normal action. But the 10x rule shatters the mold with a 4th massive action. Imagine you're trying to cross a raging river. The first 3 steps get you wet, tired, or swept away. The 4th, it's not about small hops. You build a raft and motor right across. It's a full-throttle, relentless surge, no half measures. Here's the kicker. Normal action only guarantees average results because everyone plays that game. If you do what the masses do, you blend in. They don't notice you, your goals stay distant, your dreams stall. The 10x rule flips that script by demanding you commit beyond expectations. And when you do, the world can't help but pay attention. It's how you turn maybe into a done deal. So you're ready to act, but how much action is enough? Not 2x, not 5x. Grant shouts 10x seems extreme. It's not just about effort, it's a whole mindset shift. Let's dive into why just more won't cut it. Early in his career, Grant often assumed a task would take him a day, and then it dragged on for a week. He wasn't alone. Most people consistently underestimate the grind they'll face. Like a newbie climber eyeing Everest, they pack for a hill. Underprep turns dreams into disasters. Grant mapped out the estimation of effort, and it radicalized his approach. The estimation formula is deceptively simple. Take your initial effort estimate and multiply it by 10. Think of it as padding your tank for a desert trek. No, not double, but 10 times the fuel. This preps you not just for effort but unexpected obstacles and fierce competition. 10x effort is not about working harder, but outsmarting the process of underpreparation itself. When Grant started living this, the magic happened. Instead of quitting at day 2, he pushed through to day 20, breaking habits, hundreds of no's, and inner talk of quitting. The 10x mindset locks you in. Once you decide to move 10 times harder, your limits extend and cracks open new pathways others never see. Everyone's scared. That voice inside whispering, "What if you fail?" Grant Cardone flips fear on its head. Risk aversion is the dream killer. Here, why embracing massive action is the antidote. Grant recalls a pivotal meeting in New York when a timid client hesitated to sign a big deal because it felt risky. That hesitation echoed Grant's own early doubts. It was safer to play small. But that's the lie. Fear makes you contract, shrinking your goals until they're unrecognizable. The 10x rule teaches rejecting fear's invitation by moving so fast you shake anxiety off your back. Think of fear like quicksand. The more you struggle with tiny steps, the deeper you sink. Massive action is like grabbing a running start, leaping clear and pulling others out in your wake. It doesn't remove challenges, but it swaps paralysis for power. Action creates its own bravery, drowning fear in momentum. The payoff: confidence that doesn't flicker but burns steady. As you flood your life with relentless action, you build habits that turn fear into static noise, background hum. You learn to trust your ability to respond and adapt. Massive action breeds a muscle of confidence that's unshakable. You think time's your enemy, but Grant calls that a myth. The real problem, how you assign value and urgency. If you're aiming 10x, your clock has to change. Here's how. Grant tells the story of a fellow entrepreneur, Sarah, who kept failing despite long hours. She was busy, not effective. The key wasn't adding more time, it was redefining how urgency operates in her day. Standard schedules clamp your ambition, making you busy with noise. Time itself isn't fixed, your mindset about it is. Urgency isn't about panic, it's a powerful engine. Like a sprinter's burst, urgency forces focused, purposeful action. When Grant adopted a 10x mindset, he treated each hour as a precious weapon against failure, cutting through distractions and doubling down on high-impact work. This gave him leverage no calendar could match. The surprise payoff. You become the boss of your clock, rearranging your day around your biggest goals, saying no fiercely, and pushing urgent tasks to the front multiplies output. More hours don't matter. What does is how fast and focused you move within them. It's not just a tactic, it's life or death for your dreams. The 10x rule demands making massive action a habit. Let's see what happens when you don't just do it once, but build it into your DNA. Grant shares how once he committed to 10x, every waking thought obsessed over how to push harder. This wasn't occasional hustle. It was a lifestyle of extreme discipline. Even on weekends, his mind was racing back to sales calls and business expansions. Like a heavyweight champ training for a fight, 10x action turns into relentless obsession that fuels results. Grant also unveils a problem-solving formula. Identify the problem, list every possible solution, pick the 10x-sized approach, and attack it relentlessly. It's like Saul, a struggling real estate agent, deciding to reach 10 times more clients instead of easing off. This formula clears paralysis and equips you with clear, massive steps instead of small, maybe fixes. Finally, the magic. Luck has zero foothold here. When you're 10x in your efforts, you aren't waiting for chance favors. You create your luck through sheer volume and persistence. Grant's companies flourished because they outworked competitors by miles, redefining success as something earned, not wished for. Remember Grant in Miami, stuck in the rut of normal. Now you see how handing yourself over to massive action blasts you past those limits. The 10x rule isn't a gimmick, it's a full-throttle shift. Multiply effort, reject fear, own your time, and obsess with purpose. So tonight, pick one project, estimate its effort, then multiply by 10. Push yourself to act on that scale tomorrow. You won't just meet your goals, you'll explode past them. That's the power of 10x life. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.